Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This is Voice of Berserker here. Just waiting on a few members of Infamous, I believe, top into the server, and then we'll get this one going. It'll just be a few minutes, hopefully under 5. Thanks for staying with us, and this is gonna be a good game, man. I cannot wait. Let's get it. Alrighty, still waiting on a couple imp players here. So, yeah, still waiting on a couple infant players here. We're all in server. DC's full up. Imp's at 48. I think they're waiting on 2. Looks like DC's getting a little impatient too in the lobby, so it should be only a couple more minutes. Apologies, of course. We're about 10 minutes over on this one. I'd say it's uncommon, but it's really not. This happens far too often, I think. But it's not a scheduled league game. It's just a friendly, so just be patient with us while we wait for this one to get started here. Server, sorry, DC is hosting this one. Home, they're going to be playing as the Allies, though. Special rules in this match, I believe, are going to be Tigers only, since there's a limit of 2 tanks per team. So this one on the delay will get started a little later. Doing a live kind of stage in Discord at the same time too to test it out. I don't think it works so well with the delayed streams because I have to mute up, obviously, otherwise people are going to hear casting and stuff during kind of live before the delay. But once we get that delay preloaded, it'll be pretty nice to be able to do a live event in the Discord as well. Maybe do something special in there. Find a way to with a bot to include. You can see, oh, there we go. Map has changed and is starting right here. So this game's about to start in a minute here. It's gonna be good. DC versus Imp. First time they're meeting. So on Discord, that means it'll start in about 15 minutes, I believe, with the delay. Unless we're on a 30-minute delay, then it'll be a 30 minutes. All right, map's gonna flip. We're gonna get in a squad. We're gonna be an arty squad today. We are playing on Saint Mare Église today for you guys. Hospice is going to be the midpoint. All right. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a great Sunday so far. We're just about to get started here. Map has flipped. The teams are ready to go. Let's get that in-game sound up. Nice and peaceful, quiet. No explosions. That's about to change soon. DC, we are on the Allies side this time for the attack on the hospice. Looking at the points from the Allies side over the axis, we have Les Vieux Vergers, we have the Cemetery, Hospice, Route de Arras, and Val-la-Ville, otherwise known as Value Village on the backside there. Deep supplies going in, very deep at the start of this one. Looking to get some potential garrisons down if they do take this first point and take the second point. See if that one sticks. It's gonna tough spot. I mean, a lot of members of Infer over there right now. Looking at the rollout though, we're gonna see some tanks coming out from DC themselves. We have the light, the medium coming in. Also have this Vadi truck coming in with Vadi and Thorpe there in the squad leads. In the middle, another truck coming in with Havald as the commander. Yes, you heard that correctly. Havald is commanding DC right now. I'd love to get on board with one of these trucks at the start right here. Let's see if we can get on board Havadi's truck coming into the midpoint. Are they going to make it first, though? That's the real question. Looks like they're going to be playing north side right here. There is the arty snipe on the top. Squad leads dismounting already. Slight cap progress coming in from Infamous here. Oh, devastating artillery on the backside for both sides. However, that looked like it hurt DC a little bit more. Oh, nice second artillery follow-up taking out the truck. However, a lot of Inf has deployed to point. Gas is the only one there. He does not see TRAA on the other side of that wall. He's going to get taken out right at the start here. Bommel on the plane. Arty just hammering that position. South of point. DC, though, is focusing on majority of their push. DC not kind of reminiscent of the Greyhound strat here on Hospice to push south, cut across and push up. However, they're not getting a whole lot there. Nice rotation of that artillery. I'm not sure if that was friendly, taking out a portion of that Inf squad in front of the point right here. And the south of Hospice continues to fight. However, Inf have taken that 50% cap progress. However, oh, just as I say that, DC, though, counteracting with just bodies inside the strong point on the south side there. Looking at the north, you can see here, Winston, Bommel, Thorpe, Snip, all pushing in from that north side. Sema going to go down. The point itself looks to be in loose control, if not pretty decent control, honestly, of Imp here. DC being pushed off, relegated to the north and south of the point. Gunfights win there for Winston against 762. There's a Panzer IV fighting up here too on the north side. Let's quickly check the map to see where that DC tank is and what they're up to. Well, right on the road here, supported by the Stewart, the medium tank with mono and Phionics inside. You can tell that this Panzer IV is looking for a lane maybe on to that medium. I'm not too sure exactly where it is. Can't quite see it from our position right here. You can hear the Lux going to work here for Imp. Imp is set to take this midpoint here as the Axis, going up 3-2 in this game. Really nice opener from Imp. About 98%. And there we go, 3-2. Imp opens this match on St. Mary Eglise with the mid cap. Now, what can DC do to fight back into this game? Well, they have a little bit of a flank on the backside there. Pang Pang trying to push out. Not too successful. Good defense here from Imp, holding them on the south. Hellbro is the closest squad lead to the south of Hospice here. But slowly, I mean, Imp is taking greater control over this point on the north side. Artillery hampering the push from Thorpe and the rest of his squad over there. The medium tank not getting a peek onto the Panzer IV. However, Panzer IV does take a direct hit on to the top of it from artillery there. Both sides are doing very well. Mosh on the backside actually getting some rockets in here. It looks like the medium was able to deal a blow to him, not before Mosh got his rocket in. We'll see what that peak looks like from the Panzer IV here, as it looks like it's creeping ever further down to this intersection. Now repairs coming out. Maybe the medium does see the Panzer IV over the wall there. You can see Panzer IV peeking, coming in a little bit closer. Trying to get a peek onto that medium. Let's check out the map quickly as this tank battle develops. And look what the defenders DC are doing for their defense. Well, we have Haval here set up garrisons on the backside. Already defensive squad. Ghost Recon spawning in on the defense with reason. So 2 squad leaders out there to get OPs up to try and secure their flank here in the front line. Lots of work in the back line here from DC. Still going very deep, very, I guess, a large belief onto their ability to take back this midpoint. You can see a little bit of blueberries here on the south. I mean, DC has effectively kept control of the south. Let's get a little wider here to see what Inf is doing for the attack. While CC on Recon, the only person we can see so far in our view. So a lot of Inf has gone down, and there's not a lot of position on the attack right here. CC is running across the field, get to point. I mean, it looks crazy, but it might just be genius. Bypassing the common lanes right here. CC's going to get an OP up close to point, front line, running straight through. Now, Reason might have a peek here. He's going to have to win this 1v1. Yeah, he's going to go down. So not the lucky type. That he does get that OP up for a nice rotation, possibly, maybe even a garrison placement. That's a little tough though in the open. We'll see what he can do a little later. And now it looks like Inf is majority of their forces have deployed kind of the south here. You can see they're really starting to get like a front line down. DC does not want to let that happen though. They want to try and force the issue on point right here. Speaking of force the issue, again, we're going to have a little bit of a Stewart fight here. Now, I don't know why this Panzer IV just doesn't turn around and take the Stewart out. Seemed like the good idea. Yeah, is going to let the Stewart, or let the Panzer IV handle this Stewart. Oh, doesn't even get a chance to. Unfortunate. No movement on the cap point here, though. Tashuna is going to look to get a satchel possibly up in this building. Not a lot of people in the building though. Only Cyanogen here. He's going to go for the satchel anyways. Probably even the knife. No, I heard that gunshot. So DC, interesting position here. They haven't been able to make good use of it to get back on point and really challenge the main point here. Explosions on the backside going out. I'm wondering what this is here. Possibly just a truck going down. Maybe a repair station. No, it's going to be a Greyhound. So flanking Greyhound not working out here for DC. Panzer IV, or even the Lux, I believe, was the one to deal with that. The Lux, yep. On the north side here, 762 Fly pushing. Thorpe just getting obliterated by that artillery. It seems locked in on the OPs. On point, still Tashuna on the backside. Still no squad leads in good positions, though. Unfortunately, they're getting held pretty far back here. Fleeter on the roof with a nice position. Combined with Shift W also in a good position here. Actually looking like he might be on an OP. For Inf. Yeah, rockets going down. Not going to do too much for him. Inf starting to get set up on their game plan here around the Church St. Mary Glees. Now they still don't have a big like kind of offensive lineup. Colt looking to get an OP up for himself, but still a lot of meat grindy kind of stuff happening in the middle of the map here. I mean, still DC, Gas, Norrison trying to do something to push back here. Thorpe still has his OP up, so even though the artillery is kind of hampering any kind of moves up there, it'll be interesting to see if Gas can potentially get through here and maybe get a rocket off onto that garrison. That's tough. really tough one. Maybe even a satchel on the other side of the wall. But I mean, both teams are throwing all they have in terms of artillery right up the middle here. So it would have to be perfect timing for that to happen. Plus, there's the light tank over here. Crusader also pushing. Thorpe looking for an opening right here. Takes out one, pushing into Fred. So tough with so many angles to defend from. Gas shoots a rocket into the front of that Lux. Not going to work out. Thorpe getting pushed by Fred here. Takes out Fred. Crusader, though, does drop Gas. Crusader looking to push over and take out that OP. Thorpe now going to rotate back to the north side. And look, he should get Para for free. No, he's not peeking the right way, unfortunately for him. Oh, if only Gas could have made it to where Thorpe is. That's a free shot onto that Gary right there. Crusader, Para pushing on the north side here. Seems to be DC's best attack so far. A nice little machine gun position here from Mister, though. Cuts that out, and this is a big threat here for this OP. Gas, though, spawns in just in the nick of time. Takes out Crusader. Pyro going to trade the kill back to him. 116. So we're almost creeping up on 20 minutes in this one. First tank battle finally coming in. Medium versus medium. 75 having to back off of that one after taking some arty and some shots. The front is in big damage. We'll see if that medium is going to follow up. No, he's just going to camp that angle from now. DC not hopping out yet to repair. Maybe weary of the artillery. Thorpe still playing the middle. Para pushing out pretty far here. Backed up by Crusader in the bush here. Bommel taking shots. Not going to land any of them onto Crusader. And now we have the OP spawns. Big pressure on the north here from Para onto Thorpe's OP. We'll see what Gas can do spawning in. Machine gun fire from the backside behind the cam right here is going to be Aztec. Not set up perfectly for this defense here. Grenades going out, not quite leading to the OP going down. Mass spawn coming in. Para drops. The Shuna's spraying the wrong way. He goes down too. Gas manages to stay upright here. Needs to get those nades out and start spamming. And first nade goes out. He goes down. Don't think that nade's going to be far enough to get anybody. No, not far enough. Here comes a second nade in from the Axis side. Will that get the OP? No, it is short. Bommel to Shuna spawn in. Looking to frag right here. The bar going off. Nobody dropping. Key OP there for Para. Puts the Imp squad in a really good position to challenge this attacking OP for Thorpe. I'm surprised we're not seeing Thorpe double back here on the backside of this squad, as his squad mates are just getting run over. Looking at the defensive point, though, there is some cap contestation. Oh my god, that's so many mines. Also some pressure on the Arty on the backside. We'll stay with this OP fight for a bit until we see some cap progress on the backside. SEMA is creeping up here. Aztec's MG's really not pressuring this advancing squad. Bommel spawns in, gets two. Bommel with a clutch double after. Oh man, that was beautiful from Bommel. Gonna get some nades out. Unfortunately, there just isn't, they're not close enough to really challenge right now. Yeah, nades are dropping a little too short from both sides. Bommel getting taken out by Scav there. Close proximity. I'm surprised no one spawned with AT yet and just gone for the OP with AT. That would be ideal right here. Seems a pretty easy, like 50, maybe 75 meter shot. SEMA's creeping up here again. Arty's trying to get on point right here. Another spawn wave comes into Shuna. Bommel goes down to Shuna, cracks one head. Scav pushing on the left side right here. Ooh, that could be the one right here. Thorpe actually rotating his OP onto point, I believe. Yes, he did. Nice rotation from Thorpe. That's what he was waiting for here. I don't know if they're gonna be able to call that and recognize that they lost that OP. Para spawning on the Garrison on the backside. Thorpe holding tight inside the point right here. Kind of, 500 IQ playing. Big brain play there from Thorpe. However, this OP is not an ideal spot. Can easily be taken out by a rush across the field right here from Para if he so chooses. Now, at the same time as that's happening, Imp are making cap progress on the backside on the cemetery right here. What is that cap progress? Well, on the backside, we have Crusader, Raisin the Commander, and Mosh all in the mix right here. DC are going to easily recognize where this is coming from. Core drops two on the backside. Does not see Mosh, however. They can easily tell that that's going to be on the backside. However, they are rotating Norrison and Dreve back. It is looking like that might be a bait because Colt, KLA, and Pascal are pushing in from the front, specifically the southwest flank. Now, Reason might be able to sniff this one out. It would be huge here for DC if he's able to. Now that cap progress falling back down to 0. He's going to get a Garrison down on the flank right here. And oh, this is a beautiful position here from Reason to spot out this attack. There we go. He's going to spot them right in front of him. Spots the whole squad. Misses his first shot right there from Reason. Pulling up on the backside of Cult. So the DC will definitely... Ooh, Cult with a nice little peek. So DC will definitely be able to tell that this is like a two-prong push, that it's not just from the backside here. And Cult not rotating to investigate where Reason came from is going to allow more defenders to spawn on the backside here. So honestly, I don't think this is too bad for DC. They should be able to push in from the back and pressure the attack from Cult from the backside. Now at the same time, Crusader Mosh spawning, trying to cause some problems here. Only 5 members total from Imp, so this isn't a huge attack, but DC are definitely gonna have to rotate maybe a couple more bodies back to deal with this. Cult checking close, really not getting a long check though to check for garrisons or OPs. Mosh gonna get taken out by Shuna on the backside defending. So far, I mean, the cap progress is climbing here, so definitely is dangerous, but as the bodies rotate, you can see Thorpe rotating back on defense. I think that cap progress will fall, barring, you know, any big plays. There's really, this is just kind of probing attacks right now on the defense. Maybe even freeing up some of that pressure that's going on the midpoint, on Hospice, to give Imp a little breathing room to do some more attacks and rotations. Definitely, though, gonna have to get some of these garrisons down, because that garrison that Reason placed was very, very nice. And any attacks from kind of the southwest will be foiled by that. Now Mosh looks like he's in a little better position. Looks like we're gonna also have a bombing run coming in onto the cemetery, possibly. Let's check the map to see. Yep, it is definitely going to be an Axis bombing run. Where is it going to land? It's going to land on the north side. There is an airhead dropping with it. Deshuna's going to go down. So is Alex right here. Don't see if it wiped a garrison, specifically the northern garrison. I don't think it did. This is a weak attempt at an airhead, though. Dreeve is all over this one. No follow-up from Cult or Mosh here. That's going to be easily taken out. Kind of an odd timing there for the airhead. However, Cult and Mosh very close to this garrison. Still haven't pushed south from the previous position here and aren't going to. Ooh, that's tough. I would have loved to see Cult send one of the members of his squad towards that contact that he got from Reason to figure it out and to sniff it out. I feel like that needs to happen. You know, Cult can stay there for the rest of his life, but he's never going to be able to get the point. One, with the rotations from the blueberries on DC on the ally side here, and two, with the fact that he has a massive spawn like a garrison behind him, which can continuously pump bodies onto the back of his attack and force him to defend from 2 locations while trying to attack. So not going to work out there. Looking back onto point, yeah, it looks like that did help out a little bit. Elva here, though, in a sneaky spot on the backside, does go down. I'd love to see where his OP is, and possibly even I don't know what. Ghost Recon also on the backside. Do we have we've Garrison, an Airhead. We have a deep Garrison here. I don't know how Ghost Recon got back here, though. Interesting. You can see the deep garrison that he's coming from. Maybe looking to clear out on route to harass. Maybe looking for a quick 1-2 to go up 4-1, possibly. You can see the recon here. Havald playing very deep also. DC very, very confident, honestly, from this setup of their defensive abilities onto Cemetery. I don't blame them, honestly. They look very comfortable on the point. Now, the one thing that little attack did do is free up a lot of time for Imp. DC getting pushed clearly off the point, off of the north side. South control also. There really is only a few marauding squad leads in the back line to deal with right now. Quick Nicks going out to the north side. We do have a double repair station on the back with 2 AT guns. 176 here, 176 on the main road for DC. Phoenix mono in that one. The second one we have over here is Everest, Sapu, and Mighty. I don't know who Chair is. It's a Chair entity. I don't know if that's a recruit or if someone just memeing. It's, you know, not uncommon for somebody to be memeing with DC. Ooh, Tigers on the backside here from Imp. So this is a, what would you call it? Friendly rule. Since Imp want to only play with 2 tanks, DC said, okay, if we're going to play with 2 tanks, then you guys play with Tigers instead of Panthers. So friendly, agreed upon rule before the game. If you're wondering why that is. Already 1 Tiger down in the middle here from Imp. So one more Tiger up. Ooh, and we're seeing possibly another one go down. What was this exploding over here? Not a 76, just an AT gun getting picked off. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna be able to sit on these repair stations all day. Oh, excuse me. No, he's not. They both are down, so nice play there to get those down. I wonder exactly, maybe that was the artillery coming in, or yeah, probably just artillery taking that out. Same with the AT gun. Front line kind of forming here. An interesting front line forming. Oh my gosh, going back on a cemetery. Hold the phone for a second here. It looks like apologies, Imp has committed some more bodies to the south, but they still have not found this garrison. Oh, that is not good. They've committed the bodies. They haven't found the garrison. That garrison's going to be trouble all day. It's a little far back, so like a quick attack might get them close. I don't know if it'll be able to completely take the point. Now, Norrison does drop on the south side here. It looks like Imp is going for a full control south side with pressure a little bit on the north to pin in the DC defenders. Now, TRAA should be able to get this garrison easily here. But they might think also that they got the only south garrison. That is not the case. Here we're seeing some cap progress again. We're going to see a rotation on this stuff. I think DC is leaving themselves a little exposed here, because even though they have a good garrison placement in the bottom left-hand side, the bottom left-hand corner here, it's going to take them a good 30 seconds to a minute, maybe a minute and a half to get in a good position to fight on point. That's not even counting the fact that Seer has a good position, Apocalypse is there, 762's there, so they're going to get getting tagged from all these positions. Oh, WTH Wakanda, perhaps. What a meme. I thought he was a recruit for WTH. He's a full member now. He's going to be going in the middle of the field right here. He's going to have to watch out. Doesn't want to get picked off in the middle of the field right there. That'll be a clear sign that there's a spawn down on the south here. Looks like he gets one. Doesn't get Apocalypta. Now, that cap progress falling from 50% down. Crusader making a push on the north side too here. Do love this pressure from Imp. However, just missing some components and taking out some of the spawns for DC on the backside, which just are going to make it very easy to defend from either side. Now, the north side, maybe a little less than the south side, but they're, Truma is defending on top of the building right here, able to pick off one, looking for a few more. Ooh, nice. Gets two there from the top of this little building. Cap progress falling again here for Imp. And a little defensive flank coming up from Shuna and Core here, wrapping around the north side. Flying back to the south, looks like Seer has flanked over to this garrison. Oh, okay, this could be very, very big here for Imp. Nice play from Seer, recognizes the threat, finds the Gary, is on top of it. Can he take it out? DC are gonna have to really worry about this one. Rocket comes in, not close enough. Seer gets the Gary right here. Nice play. That was a really good heads-up play. After he went down, or one of his squad mates went down to Wakanda there, he was able to read that and pressure that exactly. And that's kind of what Cult missed the first time. And he's just going to have to work on that a little bit. But Seer, nice play, reads that pressure from the defense, responds to it correctly, and takes out that Gary. And now DC is going to really have to start to worry. They're going to need to get somebody over here to get another spawn. They have nothing. They do have the supplies here. But they just need to get somebody down here. I don't know if that's going to be from main in a transport truck, or if that's going to be Wakanda flanking. No, Wakanda goes down. New Gary on point up for DC. Northern Gary is under pressure. Only one defender, Truma, with his squad over there rotating on the north side. Imp pressure is mounting. Bowden L. Crusader have rotated onto the opposite side. Truma, though, standing on his head here, defending the garrison. Let's see if we can find this Gary. Where is it? It's not in the regular spot. Let me check the map again. To see. Well, that's because it's down, so it was taken out. Nice work there, but taking out the Gary. Truma's going to need to get some supplies in off of that one to deploy another garrison here. We're only about 30 minutes into this one. Also, yeah, you can see his OP and the supplies are a little to the north there. Slowly but surely, Imp is grinding down this DC defense right here, and the south is looking open. With the pressure on the north at the same time, though, DC are kind of having to ping pong back and forth between them, and Crusader actually right now is making a nice bold play straight into the heart of this point for DC. He's going to tap gas right there. Dreef is the next one. Ooh, not going to get him, but he does trade with Alex Boss, so that's nice, but doesn't crucially wipe out that important OP on the point. Whew. Really love seeing this Imp play develop here. Their OPs are getting closer. Wakanda is going to look to maybe flank down to the south, wrap around and get another Gary up in that same spot, or somewhere near, maybe in the wheat field. Unfortunately, the wheat field, ooh, Elva here with a nice takedown there. Unfortunately for the wheat field, when you respawn in, it's there's no wheat in it, so you can clearly see the garrisons. It's a trick that players will learn with time. Elva here, by the way, shout out to you. That was really nice defense. He wiped that whole squad. We'll see if he can get the OP. It's a little far away right here. There's definitely probably going to be a respawn wave coming in. Nade goes out. Can he wipe the OP? Yes, he can. Has to wait those 2 seconds, though. Another nade goes out, waiting for the spawns to come in. Nothing happening there. So Elva here with a really good individual effort to defend the south. Now let's see. I'm assuming he'll go down and possibly make another garrison down there. On the north side, DC getting pressured still. Defending, defensive lines holding okay for DC. Let's rotate back over to Hospice as DC is heating up the pressure. Already about 20% cap progress. Ghost Recon on the back. Hylron on point. Grilla, Winston, Flaxen all in here with Dabs. Also Vadi on the south contributing. Grilla going to take down Fred at the north side. Looks like north control still in the hands here of Inf. However, we'll wait to see how long that lasts. There seems to be a tank pushing up. Yes, it's a 76 coming in to help out. DC are making their move, looking to go back and go on top in this one, 3-2, since Imp took it at the start. Now, Blood and Gore holding a tight angle right here. Gorilla's going to get a second one there. Good control and positioning here from DC. Hauron, ooh, it might get snuck up on here by Seema on the backside. No, Seema's going to miss him. Hauron at a bush. Beautiful positioning here. Gets one, but does get dropped by Will, flanking at the same time. However, Airhead is coming down. Now, this is going to be on the south side. Interesting that they decided to put this on the south. It is a little better shielded from artillery. However, it's kind of odd positioning for this Airhead. Unless this is a defensive Airhead. No, it's an attacking Airhead here. Easy to take it out. I'd say poor positioning on that Airhead. Would have loved to see it on the backside of point here. Possibly by Dabs, Hyaron, or inside the plane right there too. Maybe not on the backside. They're under artillery fire. Whatever they do, though, it looks like the attack is falling apart. 76 in a very dangerous position is going to need to fall back right here as the DC squads do get overrun. Really nice artillery from Imp here, suppressing this OP at the backside. Gonna have to watch out. This 76 Gray is on it. Oh, I think he might have got run over there. Possibly could have been shrapnel from the artillery. Oompa Poompa is going to follow it up. Maybe try to bait a crew out here. Hold position on the tank. Maybe bait out the commander. No, he's going to get run over too. I'm not sure also if that was a roadkill or if that was just the artillery splash damage. It's hard to tell. DC are going to stick with it though and push. Now they need this north side though, because Para, Scav can just easily pressure these tanks on the north side, even sending machine guns or rockets into the spawn from Hyaron. I mean, all day these guys are just going to take pings onto all the spawns in the backside in any lane and have a good time with it. Now gas is very important here. Can he clear the infantry out? Can he get these OPs? That would be huge for DC. Grenade goes out. Scav knows what's up. Will Gas win this fight? Gas peeking tight here. Scav also peeking. Yes, Gas is going to one-tap Scav. Looking for more right here. One-tap 762. How many more can Gas get? Really nice play from him. Para's going to be the next challenger. Let's get back down dirty with him. Oh, Para. Too quick on the trigger, though, for Gas. Gas not going to get the OP. Now rockets start to rain from Gazeppel on the north side. DC still pressuring on the back. Ghost Recon keeping his OP up, able to wipe Pascal. Actually, I don't know if this OP is still up. I know they have supplies here for a possible garrison. We can check the map to find out if it is. No, it goes down. So the pressure makes the OP go down. Mike Lowry's going to be joining in on the fun, too. DC doing a combo attack front line here and from the south. Ghost Recon possibly just waiting for another OP to come up. Schnarscher, apologies, defending Pascal Exis. Pascal's probably going to be the one pushing here. Oh, Schnarscher's also pushing. I think they were just waiting to see if anyone else from this DC squad on the backside would push into them, holding positions there. DC has really good dispersion on the point, though. Unfortunately, oh, I did not see this. KLA going to wipe the OP at the back. Any spawn's going to come in here? No, they don't. So Crusader with a nice flank from the south manages to get in behind the DC position, take out their OPs. KLA is now going to run across the field and look for possibility of a satchel. Oh my gosh, if he could get a satchel off without the tank, knowing it. He could possibly get 2 tanks here with this one. The tank has no idea. No way. There we go. Gonna help out a fellow friend. Yeah, Phoenix, you guys have a satchel on your back, bro. You got a satchel on your back. You're gonna have to do something to deal with it. They're in the middle of the field, though. The second tank needs to get away from the first one, or he's gonna take them out. Chalk up a fat dub for the satchels and the AT crew here of Inf. Mosh now on the hunt. Looks like Commander spots Mosh out. He's going to get a face full of HE as one tank goes down. Yeah, Mosh goes down, but still really nice job there on the satchel, taking out that first tank. It could have been really bad if the Commander wasn't so aware on the second tank here. Shout out to you. Who's the Commander here? We got Everest, Mighty, and Seppu. Everest with the keen eye. It's just unfortunate that the second tank was not aware of the threat that posed from the satchel. Good defense, though, by Inf. They have cleared their lines completely. Now Thorpe's resorting to try and push that north side. Unfortunately, would have loved to see him do that in a same time as there was that push onto point. Just a little mistiming here from DC on the attack. Back over on the cemetery, though. Cult is now on the backside here, pushing up. Clearing where there used to be a garrison, checking the map to see garrison positions. You can see there is still one here. It's just a little bit hidden in the field. Looks like he might know about it, though. Being a little sneaky. Oh, very close OP. That's what he's going for in the backside here. That's a little close for me. I mean, if they did wipe the garrison, yeah, I could see OP going here. But with the garrison up, it's just so easy to take him out. He ran for a long time to get here. We'll see what he does with this positioning. Maybe just waiting for Paramax to leave. I mean, the garrison's hot. Paramax knows somebody's close. Nice rotation on the defense here from Reason, though, coming in from behind. Going to completely blindside Cult here. Even if he gets an OP out, I don't think he's going to be able to rotate a full squad in unless Reason really misses this one. We can go on board with Reason right here. Yeah, there goes the OP. It is up right now. Go on board with Reason here, coming in from the backside. And he should have a front row seat to any rotations that come in on the right. Yeah, OP right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, spawns come in. Oh, Reason with the double kill there. Cleans that one up. Beautiful play from Reason. Good patience and good defensive action. And you know what? The garrison stands. Crusader comes in on the other flank here. Wakanda perhaps defending against that, but kind of a misplay from the attack of Cult right there again. Too close with the OP. I mean, if there was no garrison, yes, but I mean, overlapping defenders coming in and not having a rotation, not having, a full squad to hurt Crusader. A member of the Ninja Pulver School of Bush Camping. Gonna find his bush right there as his teammate falls. Ooh, picks a nade for Wakanda. Not gonna need it as he one-taps him anyways. Mosh also pushing over here. Reason in the mix defending. More nades going out over here. Mosh flanking in the cemetery. Ooh. Picking a long fight right now. Does go down. Crusader's still on point here. Very, very sneaky. Not able to get the garrison just yet. But he does have control on the western side of point right here. And that's allowing rotations to come in. Full squad rotation in here for Crusader. This is dangerous for DC, as I still don't think they have anything to the southwest to counter that. Well, as I say that, that's not true. I mean, Zoom is in the middle here, but Wakanda has a very nice flank on the backside of that push. And he sniffed it out. He's hunting for any spawns. Yep, they've got the garrison back, so that's perfect right there. I think I did say about 10 minutes ago that Wakanda was going to go for that rotation. Now let's see if they can find where the spawns are coming in. Well, Wakanda's peeking long right there, finding somebody. Now, Zoom on the backside is very dangerous here, because even though Wakanda did replace, or somebody else did replace that garrison down on the south side, if Zoom gets this one, it's quite far away from point. 50% cap here. Bombing run coming in. Where's this bombing run going to land? Let's check the map out. Bombing run lands on the north side, maybe looking to clear out this garrison on the north. The garrison is safe. Defensive bombing run also going to be coming in. Completely going to miss, but it will land on the OP of Crusader, crucially. Won't take out the OP, but will stall it for long enough. Now, airhead going to drop. Oh my god, that airhead is dropping right into the path of this bombing run. Unfortunately, the airhead's going to land a little later here. Very interesting play, though. If that had happened 30 seconds later, we might have seen a full team wipe by the bombing run. There it is. Defensive bombing run going to clean this one up. On the back of this, though, on the north side, there is a big push coming out. 2 squad leaders, multiple infantry, a big fight over here on the garrison. Quite a few members dropping here. Expect artillery to be raining soon on this position. 50% and falling on the attack. Nice flank from Wakanda on the backside is going to clean that one up, combined with a respawn on the defensive. But look at this also right on the garrison here. Recon flares going up, grenades going out. Zoom has deployed his squad in a really nice position. Honestly, that's kind of what Cult should have done the first time with the OP positioning. But Zoom on the flank right here, pressuring on the south, pressuring on the north too. Remember, they had that big blob push, pressuring that northern garrison. So 2-factor push coming in here from Inf. Let's see if DC can defend. Flaxen's not peeking on the garrison. This garrison's going to go down, and Zoom gets the Gary here. But on the backside, they do have reinforcements. Wakanda pushing down this flank. Crucially, he's going to be running into Zoom's OP very soon here, unless he gets taken out. Very dynamic defending on the south. However, on the north, same cannot be said here. Look at this. Inf pushing in. Looks like they've cleared out the garrison. Let's check it out. Yes, they have. So they have OP only over here. Core's OP goes down. Excuse me, Core goes down on the OP. Supplies also in there, but the north side has been completely cleared here by Inf. Very nice play from them. Dynamic playing, reminiscent of Core, what we've seen attacking both sides of the point. Defensive Greyhound coming up. Wakanda's going to go down. I don't know if he did clear that OP out or not. It looks like he might have. He's very close in here. Yeah, I'm going to chalk that up to the OP being... Oh, is that it right there? No. Yeah, so OP on the south down. Big attack from the north. No bombing run from DC. No bombing run or airhead from Inf. Now, what can DC do to hold this northern push? Well, they're sending lots of Arty in here. Kendrick is pounding away at the Arty. Of course, we're in the Arty squad as the spectator / commentator in admin cam. Rotations on the backside from Sears. I don't think that's a defensive rotation, but definitely maybe Deshuna and Falco on the defensive rotation here. Anything a little wider? No, not really. Very far back from Drisky. I'd love to see that that Greyhound actually push up to the north side right here and stall. Basically, you can get right here, you can peek down this lane, you can juke back and forth, you can peek down up here, send those HEs into the buildings, maybe have a couple members of defensive squad join you to stop this rotation coming out from Inf and pushing down the backside of the point. But I don't see, well, Bodenal is there. Okay, so Bodenal coming on that rotation. That's the danger right here for DC, is to allow Inf to rotate on the backside and get like 2 sides control of the point. The west side doesn't really matter, open field. Really, it's about the north and this kind of backside getting on these lanes here. Now, Wakanda, seemingly with listening to me right now, hearing me, is on this rotation right now. Nice rotation from in on the backside. Does go down. I think he does trade, though, possibly with one member of Inf. Inf really focusing their whole attack here from the north side. Truma Shuna on the left, Elva here on the right, pushing out to defend. Inf putting a lot of bodies onto this north side. Where is the rotation from the defenders? I'd expect to see it coming from the back here. Coming up the back of this road here, getting OPs, pushing into the north side and flanking. I think that's what these squads are trying to do here. Reason, Hellbro, flank up this side and dominate and maybe control, push into the attack from both sides. We'll see if they're able to do that. Right now, Inf is being held in the north. Let's head back over to Hospice to see what's going on in the attack. Well, still north control here on Hospice. You can see Fred, Para, and Exis there. Hyaron has made it onto point. Sneaky, sneaky. How did he do that? He's just chilling in a bush right now. Doesn't want to get picked off. Is taking a few shots here and there. I'd love to see a DC airhead into the point itself. That'd be pretty cool. Precision strikes coming in. Where are they landing? Right on top of Mono's tank. I don't know how he didn't go down, but that's a beautiful drop there coming in from the core commander Raisin. on the Axis side. Beautiful little drop right there. Going back over to Cemetery because Inf is pressuring around. Oh, don't know about this push. Zoom is going through the open field. Now, the crew is being decrewed from the Greyhound, interestingly. Zoom coming in on the back. Again, looking to dominate this backside. It's the correct play right here. I don't know if running through the field was the right thing to do, but if it works, hey, it works. Gonna have to fight Shuna right here. Loses the fight, crucially. Zoom not able to get an OP up close to the point right here and pressure that back Garrison. It stays alive for now. The wall's still kind of closing in here on DC. They're not sending enough meat grinders up to the north side. They're trying to push through the field. 2 MGs in the same spot. Core and Alex Bus. Don't know what they're thinking there. They run halfway through the field just to drop in the middle. They need to be getting some meat grinders here on the backside to be pushing north and holding this infantry from taking full control of the cemetery. Now on the backside, Shuna, key takedown there onto Zoom. However, there's still spawns coming in from Zoom's OP. You can see how far back it is actually. Cult also on the backside. I mean, they're coming far back in this zone right here. I do like the response here from Ninja Pulver. I think this is the correct call to push out and try and clear some of these OPs on the backside. However, again, still north side. Look how far they're having to come down to the cemetery. No OPs over here. We got a cluster of OPs. If these OPs go down and they get one of these, even the close Garrison, I think, it's going to be real trouble for the point because these spawns coming in from Inf can easily intercept the southern Garrison spawns that DC would be able to muster. Now, Wakanda's still looking for spawns. Is on the wrong hedgerow, but he might just head a little south to find that. But look at this. Seer's coming in. Zoom's coming in. Unopposed on the south side. Reason defending. Reason's going to have to stand on his head right here and get a few takedowns if he wants to hold this point. If DC wants to hold it. Nope. Zoom's going to get that takedown. Nice play from him. Sarnagel. Zoom pushing in. Garrison fairly close. Sarnagel maybe going for a nade off. Yeah, nades off onto the Garrison. Crucial play here for Imp. Norris and Pang Pang spawn in. Both go down. They are wiped off the point. Can Zoom get it? Now, at the same time, we have a cap race coming in. DC's making cap progress on mid, but it's too little too late. Look at that. It's already about 30%, climbing to 50 here for Imp. DC might just lose their 4th point in a cap race. I don't think they can win. Mike Lowry goes off on the north side. Elva here is still up. He does get 2. He has to get Seer also. Can he replace this Garrison right here? Is there supplies? No. Seer takes him out on the backside. Bommel still up. Very desperate times here for DC. Seer pushes in, clears out the OP, and clears out the squad as they spawn. Beautiful work here from Seer on the south of the cemetery. That might just have been the takedown that secured the point here for Imp. Cap progress on the mid is stopped in its tracks, above 50% on the 4th point here, cemetery. It is so touch and go. Spawns coming in from the south, but like we said, it's so far away. They need to get a squad lead. They need to OPs a little closer. Strafing run coming in. Desperation for the defenders right here. Ghoster can be on the south defending. Seer Tra on point right here. Jashuna needs to make these takedowns to stop this cap progress. Can he do it? Can he clutch it again? Shuna should be able to take out Seer here and possibly his OP. Yes, he gets 1 right there. Still not stopping the cap progress though. And there it is. Okay, so now the cap progress is falling down. Shuna getting a crucial takedown here, but still Zoom is in the mix here. Mental, Ghosters there, TRAA, Bowden, L. Massive respawn from DC. It is a tactical blob flooding back over the point right here. The DC waterfall is in full effect. Bommel on top of Godsend right there. Going to take him out. Down goes the OP from the north. Not enough bodies on point. Not enough pressure. Great defendings. I mean, that was like last ditch defending. If Shuna hadn't got the takedown, could they have been close to 95 to 100%? Both teams really blew their airhead even and their bombing run really early in this one. And I think if they had saved it, either Imp saving it or DC saving it, that could be really different. Imagine a bombing run on the top there, counteracting that blue wave coming in. That would have been it for the point. Zoom trying to stay with it on the south side right here. There's way too many DC members over here though to deal with it. Good call there on the commander from Havald to come back and defend right at the right time. Beautiful hell let loose play. Honestly, these teams are balanced fairly evenly. The infantry play, the commander macro play, I mean, back and forth, attack, defense, attack, defense. This is probably one of the nicest games of Hella Loose I've seen in a long time, in terms of, you know, the flow of the game, how each team is responding to each other, how they're attacking and defending, how they're putting bodies in the right place at the right time. It's really beautiful to see. And it really hypes me up for this matchup going forward. Cap Progress is climbing here as Zoom and Hoompa Poompa on point. Do get a few takedowns. It should stall, and if not even fall, as DC respawns come in. You know, Imp does have position on the south, though, and I do like what they're doing with Par right here. See, one side is not going to win this point. That's why Par is flanking. He's trying to get on the other side, trying to stop the spawns and stop respawns from coming onto the point. From the north, like Truma. Thorpe, though, standing in his way. Seema going to trade back that kill over there. Looking at the south, you can see Core, Wakanda trying to clear out the backside of OPs here. If we're looking at the map, still only that one garrison. Nice OP here on the back, because I would love to see a couple more. North side, fairly under control. You're going to see this rotation down to the south, the clearing of the front. I like Mike Lowry coming back down here, looking for any frontline garrisons. I believe there is a garrison somewhere over here, if it's not being already taken out. We did see some spawns coming in. Yeah, there we go, right there. So the garrison's over here for Zoom, long way away. It's going to be up to, well, it's going to be up to the defenders here, Wakanda, Alex, to see if they snuff this one out. Should be able to, as Zoom is popping off right on top of the Gary. Kind of letting everyone know where it's at. Pang Pang gonna get dropped there. So Bodenel and Zoom doing work together. Keep this attack alive from the south. Unfortunately, they still haven't found the garrison. This garrison was kind of the downfall of their last push. Will they be able to suss it out this time? I don't think so. They're not pushing anyone over there. Such a common spot for a Gary here on the south of Cemetery. I'm surprised not to see them go for it again. Let's check up in with Hospice, because there's a sliver of blue and it is climbing on point right here. Ooh, nice control over point. Ghost Recon living true to his name, man. He is being back in the bush on the backside, creating havoc on the defensive for Imp. However, Imp still have control over the north. I feel like if DC can push Imp from the north and maintain control on the backside of point, they might just be able to do it. With Ghost Recon's positioning where it is, I'm surprised not to see more spawning in there and pushing back to try and take out that position on the north. With even if it's one guy with a rocket, or he's rotating in with satchels and rockets to try and put a satchel in and push on the hedge right here. Maybe even go for a deep garrison. Ooh. Yeah, but this Gary here should have been taken out. I'm surprised to see it still up. That's an easy shot in the field with a rocket. Down goes the offensive Gary. Now there's no AT with them right here. This is a very easy shot for a rocket main player. Don't know if he can see it when he respawns off it. He will definitely see where it is, and he should be able to make that shot off of the ping, whoever it is. Honestly, at this level, that should be a first time easy clap. Still defending over here, Mister. On the wrong side of the bush, Winston pushing up them back. This is important for DC to take this first time. If they don't get it, I think Imp should easily defend. Spawn still coming in. Bombing run coming in. Where's this going to drop? Oh, they're going to clear out the north side right here. So Mister goes down. Same time, the bombing run drops on the road right here. Probably going to damage some tanks just a little bit. Vatty actually does get caught off on this. Dabs also, I don't know how he stays up there. Vatty going down, though. Crusader responding to the south. Raisin on the north. Cap Progress stalled right now. However, Winston is on the garrison right here. He's not taking it, though. He hasn't taken it yet. Nobody responding to defend. Winston in a very good spot right here. Does get the garrison. That's huge. Potato mashers are flying from Fred. It's not going to be in time. Down goes the Gary on the north side right here. Now Ghost Recon is making his play. He's rotated into the backside of point. Misses Schnarcher's OP in the back with Will. But where's he going to go for his own OP here? Is he just going to gatekeep the backside of point? Does he have an OP close over here on the back? Yes, he does. So his OP's under threat right now. Ghost Recon on the rotation right here. Oh, one more compound over the wall. Not going to spot anyone, but he should be able to get this OP right here. I believe it's in the weeds by the tree on the left side. No, goes up on the roof instead. Nice little movement skill right there. Going to trade the kill back. Thorpe goes down. He gets the squad leader Schnarscher. Now, where's this OP? It's somewhere. There we go. Down it goes. 1,000, 1,000. No spawns come in. The squad leader's down. Ghost Recon clears the squad. Fly and Mr. Meth. Last one's up. Thorpe spawns in. The OP stays up. Mr. Meth, the last hope here to take out this OP. He's going the wrong way right here on the back. Now, if Mr. can get inside that building on the 3rd floor, he could do work. And he does take down one. Will on the backside. Really nice defensive play here. Does he get the Garrison? Yes, he does. So Gary goes down. Will with a nice flank to get that one. Down goes the OP. Mr. doing work. Thorpe spawning in the squad in a rotation on point. Still no cap progress. And you know what? Imp still has their position on the north side. Even though they got the Gary, they have not cleared out the OPs. And I'd be surprised if Imp hadn't already rotated one. Nope, not there. Here's where, you know, we could see possibly like a Stewart play. I don't love the 76 pushing up alone up here. You can already see Exus and Mosh pushing in to try and take him out. I would love a Stewart pushing on this north side just to push past the lines, overrun the OPs. I think that would be a lot more effective than trying to set the 76 up here. Oh man, Mosh, is he going to make it through the open field? Dip, duck, dodge. Jumps, hips, skips, hops. Oh, he's going to get the satchel. No way. Mosh with the satchel gets run over by the tank. Now, where's the response from the defenders here? Bionics, Mono, they don't know they have a satchel on them. They don't even know that the Mono took someone out by running him over. That tank is going to go down, and that satchel might just take out more than that. I believe there's an OP on the other side of the fence right here. We can check. No, OP's a little further away. Hopping out to try and deal with the satchel. Oh, no, they blocked themselves out. They can't rotate in time. It's going to be so close. Can they get the satchel? No, they cannot. Down goes the tank. A beautiful play there by Mosh. And honestly, a beautiful rotation. I'm just wondering what is going on right now with the tanks of DC. Why did they push in? We're here to take out the OPs on the north side. Both of the crew was out. Tiger pulling up here from course. So that tank probably would have been in big trouble anyways. DC, though, just don't have the X factor to put it over there. Same with Imp. Honestly, both these teams doing so well on the defensive. Not able to really override each other. Really constantly the rotations coming out. So good. Ooh, Gas with a little trade there. Maybe even that was godsend. I do like this position from the attacking squad on the backside, but it seemingly when they push one way, the other team responds with the other way. This way, that way. There's no clear control over either side. Crusader's going to try again, though. If there's anybody I wanted pushing for that attack, it'd be Crusader. We're going to quickly check to see if this Gary's still up. Yep, it is. So still not able to suss out that defensive Gary. Crusader's going to push front line again. Now, it could have worked without taking it out. The Gary on the far backside, looking at the defensive Garys. They've opted for a new one in Cemetery. They've kept that old one on the north side. They've pushed their offensive garrison a little further back here. It used to be up here. They did lose that deep offensive garrison. Also, maybe what either team could look to do is to, instead of trying to go for a forced airhead on point, they go for a supplemental airhead, like in an opposite attacking angle, maybe with a secondary squad lead, so that he can secure it with a rotation. So basically how that would work, you put your main force, attacking force in, you clear out one side, like say Crusader on the south here. You have a bunch of spawns on that from OPs. You get your secondary squad lead to rotate onto the other side, put an OP, drop the airhead, try and make it safe possibly, make the enemy commit, and then rotate that like attacking squad over to protect the airhead. I think it's going to have to be safe for the play for it to work. Now, Crusader doing what he does best, getting onto point, sneaky, can aggro a lot of bodies here, actually making his way up the backside of point. Now the garrison is inside the point right here. You can see it right there. Wakanda Paps on top of it. Crusader should be able to spot this out though easily and get the takedown. Oh, Sprays does not get the takedown. Forces Wakanda to push. Wakanda is going to get taken out. TRAA on point right here. Both drop. Truma trades with Trip. But Crusader crucially pushing into the backside. Any spawn's going to come in on the garrison, or can Crusader get this one? Crusader for the Garrison take on to point and the cap progress. Yes, he can. He gets it. Crusader alone getting onto point, rotating his squad in. Very, very nice play from him. Now, what's the follow-up from him? Secondary squad lead coming in. I believe this is going to be a really close Garrison, a frontline Gary right here, because I saw Seer coming in. No Gary, just OPs. Okay. Okay, so I guess Seer walked up there. So, 2 squad lead attack. Crusader is the X factor here. Crusader, really, I would love to see him get an OP somewhere on the backside here, maybe halfway. I think pushing it all the way to the north is asking for trouble. But if you put it halfway and you rotate people in and send them either way, north and south, you can establish some control over the point. No need to rotate for the airhead here. I think, oh my God, are they going to pull this off? I mean, they cleared with Crusader squad and just airheaded on top of it. So there's no need for some fancy rotation here. Where are the defenders for DC? DC falling asleep right here. Now, Thorpe Reason on the backside. We're here. Garrison, or sorry, airhead is down. Garrison is also up for DC. This is I'd say this is like a semi brute force because there was just complete control of infantry when the airhead dropped. Crucially here, defenders need to win these gunfights, and if there's anybody I want in a gunfight that needs to win it, I think I'm picking Thorpe. He does win those, but where's the big respawn? There it is. Tons of imps spawning in right here. Let's dismiss that one. Kind of perhaps the boat kick. Imp trying to brute force this one on the point. Massive spawns coming in. 50% cap progress and climbing here. Is there a bombing run in the future for this airhead? No bombing run yet. A light tank does come out. I do like this here, indicative of possible fuel troubles here. Oh my God, that beautiful peek from the Steward, just sending shells straight into the airhead. Look at the bodies piling up. Oh my gosh. However, there's so many OPs down that the rotations are coming in now are from OPs. I wonder if DC will use their bombing run here. It's going to have to be very soon if they want to use it and make it work. Now that light tank needs to push here. They can't camp far. They need to push and over on OPs. The airhead's down. There's no proximity garrison. Raup flanking, Sarnego flanking. Here comes the Stewart right here. It's not fast enough though. They're playing long standoff game. They just need to rush in there. Just need to overrun those OPs. Mental pushing out, looking to do the same thing to DC. Pushing on the inside here. It's so close. We're up to 98% and climbing. They might just do it. Imp is going. Are they going? It's frozen at 99. Can they do it? No, it stopped. It stopped at 99%. No way. Imp cannot take the point. DC defending. How in the world? Dabs with a crazy push up the backside here, crushing OPs as he goes. And DC, by the slimmest of margin, hold on to this 4th point at Cemetery. What a crazy game of competitive hella loose. Beautiful satchel goes off, wipes out a whole squad and a half. It's too little too late though. Stewart pulls up to the backside and is just gonna farm kills all day long. Machine gun firing straight down this trench right here. There's no chance here for Imp to come back in and take this one. Now, a little slow on the rotation from Imp to the north side. I would have loved to see an immediate rotation from those secondary squad leaders. Credit to the squad in the middle here. They're still staying in it, even though they're getting absolutely obliterated on the respawns. And you can see how the rotation is just a little slow. Para, Mosh, Trav, Fly, Sema, all coming into point. Crusader even. It's not consistent pressure though. If they had had that immediate rotation, it would have been completely different. On the backside, finally Trip and Ghost are going to clear out this garrison, so secondary pressure is going to be huge. Wakanda here has a mountain to climb with Core. Can they get another garrison up? I think that's what Core's rotating for. Can Wakanda stay up to place it down? Yes, Wakanda gets one. That is crucial here. Looking for the spawn. He's going to actually get clipped a little bit by Ghoster there. I believe the garrison's in the same spot. Yeah, it is. So neither team really able to find these southern garrisons on Cemetery. But pressure is mounting. See, not even getting back down to 0. I think we're going to keep see that cap increase, cap pressure increase and not reach 0 just because of the rotation coming out from Imp. Now, matching that rotation is DC on the north. They're a little too tight for my liking though. They are going to look to spread out a little bit, get some OPs back. Let's quickly check the map here and see the situation of garrisons. One defensive garrison on point. 2 OPs, no defensive garrison on the south. However, there are supplies down here for it. 76 coming in to help out on the south, and a defensive garrison on the north that is under a little bit of pressure. You can see Halbro defending. On the point itself, attack is being not even in sector of hospice. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squad leads here in the middle sector. One, Mike Lowry, not even in the attacking sector. Aztec is all alone on point. Not too sure what he's doing over there, but he's probably having the time of his life. But really scrambling defense here from DC. They managed to do it a 99th percentile. Can they secure their back line? No. It's a real question. 76 taking a little bit of a beating. Kind of patrolling down here. Not ideal, I'd say, situation for the 76 to be in. Really asking to get satcheled again without any infantry support. Would love to see that Stewart playing that kind of fast defense role, especially for the OPs on point. I think it's suited perfectly for that. Big push from the south coming in from DC of the point. You can see Core has Imp has a nice defensive lineup to stop this though. Read this one pretty well. Grenades going off, not going to connect with anybody. Thorpe pushing in. We can get down and dirty with him. Should have an easy clap onto Gray. Thorpe's just going to go down the back of this bush, vault over the wall right here. Drops Crusader and Gray. Nasty little movement trick there from Thorpe on the back of that hedgerow, showing off some of his skills, not only in the shooting department, but also in the game knowledge / movement department. Tiger here under a little bit of threat. Not a whole lot, actually. 2 Tigers up the mid. Comfortable defense though so far for Imp. Still a lot of pressure on the backside here for DC. Imp unable to get a great attack on either point. I mean, I guess you could classify the last one from Crusader as pretty great. I think that was more DC were kind of caught napping, honestly, though. They didn't really respond, and they had to pay for it by respawning a majority of their team and just kind of tactically blobbing the point from the north. They're going to have to be a little quicker on the defense. If that happens, again, I don't think Imp are going to make the same mistakes. I think they're going to be able to secure that point. Crucially, though, it looks like Norrison and Deshuna have cleared out the garrison for Imp on the backside. So I'd assume that this last pocket's going to fall soon, and I don't suspect that this pressure is going to lead to a whole lot. However, I was thinking the same thing when Crusader was pushing frontline, but then the airhead dropped and that all changed, right? Especially too, like, okay, so Imp is playing with Tigers. Now, if they'd committed one of those Tigers to the attack, they probably would have taken the point. Honestly, they probably would have. The only defensive assets I think DC at the time was the Stewart. And the Stewart kind of screwed them, screwed the Imp attack on the airhead from range. It almost also, I believe, lost the point by not pushing up and clearing the OPs after the airhead had gone down. But if there was a Tiger backing that up, or 2 shoving the point on a timing, even on the rotation, Imp were winning that cap race the whole time. Mental here, looking for a satchel on the back. Again, this is what can be the 3rd possibility of a satchel here. Just needs to HE the ground. Should be fine. There we go. Perfect. From the gunner right there. That's a beautiful example of what you need to do if you got chased by a satchel boy. Cemetery looking pretty clear here. Big push off, defensive push off here from DC. Bodenell's very deep over here in the south. Wondering if this is a new garrison location, possibly. Probably just an OP. We can check to see. Yeah, very deep here. Wider. I like this too, and I would have suspected this to come a little sooner in terms of positioning of spawns to be outside of the defensive spawns, whether it be Gary's or OPs. From Imp, I think they kind of lacked on that. They were both teams kind of slipping up on their clearance in the south here. Bonanal, though, taking out Shuna, pressuring here on this garrison. Can he get it? There is a Stewart coming down to help clear. Bodenell going for the Gary here. Does he get it? 23 minutes to go in this one. Pressure again on the 4th point. Looks like Bodenell is going to be clear to get this one. Stewart does not rotate to defend his garrison. And here we go again. Inf from the south, clearing out the Gary. Looking to push in. Pressure. Sector pressure. Yeah, it's just sector pressure right now on the cemetery. Inf cannot find a way in, though, to crack this DC defense. Ninja Pulver on the backside. Haven't seen him out here yet. This is exciting for me, though. He's one of the best attacking squad leads in the game. Getting picked off there by Schnarscher on the flank. Where is his OP? So it's a little down the right-hand side here on the hedgerow. Difficult spot for it, but if he's just rotating in to try and get in a good position, it's not too bad. However, with Raup and Schnarscher clearing, it's going to be difficult to get anywhere from there because there's so much open ground now. Ghost Recon really needs to push up and join him. And if that happens, that could really develop into something on the backside here. Ninja's going to spawn in with the supplies. Oh, that's difficult. Here, Raup is right beside him. Ninja in the bush. Can he pick off Raup? Yes, he can. Beautiful play from Ninja right there. Has to watch out. Schnarscher's right with him. Peeking in the bush too. Schnarscher should see Ninja right here. Doesn't get a peek off. Ninja going for the supplies right here. Oh, does he get them? Does he get the supplies? No, I don't think he does. Oh, that's unfortunate for Ninja right there. Now he's going to have to come in and defend this OP. Ghost Recon really not in a position to help him. Oh, might have a bombing run coming in here. Yeah, and there it is. Oh. Oh, that's difficult to see. I thought it was a bug from the precision strike, but they must have taken it out with maybe gas or on the rocket or a 76 from the back line. A little bit of a wasted opportunity right there. Ninja back in a 1v1 with Schnarscher. Schnarscher pushing in, looking for the overrun on the OP. Ninja camping here, trying to pick him off when he gets it. Here he comes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful defensive play here from Schnarscher, taking Ninja out. That was perfect. Expecting the defensive play, reacting to it, and reading it really nicely. On the opposite side of things, Havald frontlining with his team, trying to find a way in. This was kind of a common rotation here from DC, pushing up the front. It's working out so far for them. I wonder what they have in store in terms of maybe a frontline garrison, maybe an airhead. Not with Gazapel and Crusader there, though. Shutting that little push down. Rotating back over to the cemetery right here. Not a whole lot going on. Bodenell, Anthrax looking for a frontline push, possibly through the field. There is a lane. I think Bodenell is going to take this southern one from the west over here straight down, and then you'll see Anthrax possibly come through the north side and coming through here. You know, possibilities of garrisons inside this little house right here. Unorthodox stuff, but that garrison is not too bad because it's inside the building right there. It can be hard to get like a rocket onto. Also, you know, the artillery can be hit or miss on it because the top of the building could block some artillery shots. That's kind of unorthodox though, and I don't know if necessarily we'll see that. I think it might be a way to point though, so we'll have to wait and see. Bodenell deciding to push a little further south here. Core is defending though. A little bit of a 1v1 there. Bowden spots Core out. Core not able to flick on Bowden inside the bush right there. We're kind of gonna head back down as he's been doing so often in this game, looking to clear this one out. Let's check the map really quick to see garrison positions. Well, it looks like Wakanda's going to be going for another garrison over here on the south. They've rotated that one out of the cemetery back to the same spot, and the north does not have a Gary. Same spot, maybe even a little further back for the attacking garrison here, with Ninja having to come all the way back up. Thorpe and Sirius on the attack. Now on the north side here, we do have another garrison with the 76 coming up. I'd love to see, even if this is a little unorthodox, possibility of an airhead on the north, or maybe not an airhead, but like a combo play. So something that I've loved to see, and for the guys watching, I'd love to see secondary squad leads using Stewards to get in advantageous positions and quick push points. If you don't know, you can ride on the back of tanks. This shouldn't be news to anybody. Stewards are fast. Stewart could potentially push in all the way to the backside of a point and drop off infantry or secondary squad leads in a field. I don't know why we haven't seen a whole lot of it. It can be very dangerous and it can waste a little bit of time, but I think the upside is being able to deliver infantry into really crucial spots. If DC are really going to take this midpoint though in the next 18 minutes, they need to get that north side clear. If they can clear the north side and take, you know, the west or east side, whether the back or the front, they just need kind of one other side, and I think they'll be able to take hospice. In terms of the cemetery, I think it's a little harder for Inf here. They need to take one of the sides here and the back. So whether that's the north or the south, if they can take the north or the south in the back, then they can kind of dictate terms. I'd prefer the south. I think it's the better position here, but they're going to try from the north. Now, crucially, I think they're going to need at least one of their tigers to push up with them. Oh, hold the phone. Precision strike coming in on the north side. Where's that going to land? Oh, it just misses the 76. No way. It lands on the opposite side of the berm. Ooh, not even the opposite side. That was like a meter away from the 76. They are counting their blessings right now. That was super close. Raisin almost makes it 2 for 2 there with the precision strikes. So close. About 16 minutes left to go in this one. It has been 3-2 since the start. Inf has really, I mean, both teams have really pressured both sides of the point right here. Beautiful defending. Examples from Imp and from DC, and also scrambling last-ditch defending from DC to hold on to the cemetery. It seems like a little much over here on the west side. I'd love to see maybe half those numbers. Just 2 guys. Honestly, Bodenell's the only one there. North seems to be the prio, but maybe they're going to be doing like kind of a rotation on the backside to clear their front lines and go for a more traditional frontline push. If, at least for this map, to see if they can maybe make something work on hospice here. I think that's probably what they're doing with this one. But Inf is more or less contained on the north. You can see Flaxen, Hellbro, Dabs all kind of in the mix here. Zoom kind of trapped in the 3-story with pressure on all sides. If DC can clear out core, apologies again, Imp's midline here and make a front line, they might have a lot of time to give up on the attack. No, Imp's not going to be in great positions for garrisons. They're going to have a little bit of time to throw everything in the basket for one last possible airhead play or push. And we'll also see if this next attack produces kind of a sleepy moment for Imp on the defensive like DC had the last time, where there's the possibility of a cap from a lack of reaction to an offensive action. So we'll have to see. I mean, it looks like Inf is kind of reading this and going a little wider. Bodenell doesn't even get cleared off here as DC do clear their lines. He kind of stays up in the middle, riding that wall right there. DC are going to assume they've cleared, and for the most part they have, but a full squad does stay behind. Bodenell flanking down again. Kendrick on the backside. Ooh, things are not good when Kendrick is on the field. Let's take a look at Artie right now. Only one member on Artie here. On the back, so DC really not prioring Artie. We can actually check the map right here. They're low on munitions, low on fuel, low on manpower, bringing out mediums right now in this one. Not having too much of a fun time. 14 minutes to go. Ninja Pulver's locked in an epic 1v1 battle with Schnarscher over here. Trying desperately to get back to that position on the backside to get Gary's or even an OP first down. Understandable why Kendrick's not on that already low munitions count is going to be tough for it. Yeah, he goes down again, Schnarscher. Just waiting for him, pushing up there. Looking like a really, really tough grind for DC on the attack. Not a whole lot up here from Inf on the backside. They got the 2 rep stations here. Garrison on the backside, 13 minutes to go. Tanks are well advanced. Tactica over here spotting. I believe there's possibly a tiger. No, another garrison over here. So he's just spotting for another potential maybe tank snipe from distance, like a ping shot. I don't know exactly what. Back over at the cemetery, we have a bombing run coming in. Where's this bombing run going to go? Is it going to be just a frontline bombing run onto DC, possibly over here? Yep. It's going to take out Vadi. It's going to not damage the tank. Surprisingly, no damage goes onto the tank right there. Decent bombing run. Not really on the defensive or offensive, kind of in the middle ground of the map, if you would say. Ooh, there was a shot from over here, so potential. I'm missing no, there's no tank. Maybe that was just an incoming shot. Yeah, it must have been. DC probably saving up munitions here for a final bombing run. Inf, big rotation behind that. Definitely have a frontline garrison over here. Going to be going for one last ditch effort to take the 4-1 here. Bowden now probably the one who placed this garrison. It's somewhere down in the buildings. There we go. Right there. TRAA with the spawn in. Going for the front line garrison. That's going to be well within their own sector right here. Now, I do obviously love this defensive response from Elva here in core. Coming up from the south. I don't know if they know exactly where it is. There's a good possibility they do. But if you're wondering, if people are watching, maybe new comp team players, commanders watching, take notes, because this is just really a clinic of how to defend and how let loose. Always on the flanks, always with OPs pushing from behind the enemy, looking to overrun OPs, overrun Garys. Shouldn't be too long. Ooh, do like Ghoster on the flank, also pushing out here. Looking to defend. We'll see if he can find Core. You can hear him for sure. Don't know if we'll find him right here. Down goes the OP. Ghoster holding a tight angle. Core's going to get one tapped right there, but the OP goes down. That OP is going to have to be replaced, and if we go a little higher here, you can see squad lead's nowhere near here. Trip on the backside, though, could have a massive play here, and the attack, finding those defensive spawns. There's going to be 2 OPs. Oh my god, nasty. 3 OPs down here. Look how wide it is. Trip definitely going to find Norris in there and possibly the 1 OP. Little does he know there's a second rotation behind the camera right here. Oh. Well, where did he get shot from? Elva here on the peak. Oh, that was a beautiful peak right here from Elva here. Yep. So overlapping defensive OPs for DC, doing very nicely there. Trip doesn't get anything in terms of defensive OPs. Bode now spawning in, can be doing that southern flank too. Cult with the same idea. I think Zoom is finally going to push up the middle here. Nope. He gets tapped by a reason in the bush from the southeast. So tough attack. Better response, much better response this time from DC. Not caught sleeping, although Crusader is on the defensive side. I wonder if we'll see him rotate to the attack. Only 9 kind of minutes to go. Not a lot of time. Another tank fight coming in here. Oh, beautiful smoke to obfuscate the aiming of that Tiger from Imp. Rocket from the north side also ricochets off the medium. Medium's still pushing in right here. Surprising considering that fire that came onto them. They have heavy damage, right? They're gonna have to pull up behind this tree and repair. That's one of the advantages of the American medium, though, this smoke. Really, that's the exact way you can use it, or as an assault tank onto enemy positions, or even covering, like, say, an airhead down if the artillery can't drop it or the commander hasn't called for smoke to be dropped onto it. Tiger on the backside, defending over here too. Ooh, he's taking shots in right on the corpse of another Tiger. Surprised they're not using that second Tiger to peek. Gonna pull back a little bit and repair. DC forming a more stable kind of front line here. Unfortunately, under the crosshairs of Inf Arty all the way. You can see Vadi on his position just getting hammered by all sorts of artillery there. Eight minutes to go. 6 minutes effectively for Inf to win this one 3-2. Barring 2 minutes of a consistent cap, you know, at the end of the game with like 1 second leeway, they could do it potentially. Checking out resources here for DC. 283 munitions, still low. Manpower's at 536 and fuel again low with 340. So don't think we're going to see anything other than lighter recon tanks anymore in this one. Inf holding strong. Actually getting really good position over here with Boldenell and Colt. Ghoster also pushing out. Looks like Colt did go down south and clear out those OPs. Yeah, he did. Didn't get the deep ones though. So that's surprising. They're still in the south here too, with Wakanda perhaps and Norrison spawning in. So again, still having those south OPs to deal with. Colt and Boldenell are going to try to brute force this one. I think Reason, Norrison and Wakanda have more than enough chance to defend though against this push. Yeah, Reason easy clap there onto Odin L. Apologies. Reason just in a nice little spot here on the bush on his OP defending. A couple more respawns over on the south there. Clean up the rest of that little fleeting attack. Inf's gonna have to try something different here. I wonder if they're gonna go for a last minute Hail Mary. Can't tell how many supplies they have left, but if anything, I'd love to see it a little further back here, maybe on the northeast side, potentially. Pick a corner, either down here on this corner for potentially an airhead play, maybe backed up if they have a recon tank, or on the northeast corner. I think that's the play. Whatever gives them two avenues of attack, something they can go on too fast. The only issue with that is an airhead so far off can be easily rotated onto. If there is a light vehicle to protect it, yes, that would work a little better, but still it's tough. With 5 minutes to go, I mean, yeah, it's a coin flip either way. Supplies coming in onto point here for Inf. Looking maybe to put a garrison up on point, or maybe an AT gun possibly. Expecting a late attack. Some fighting over here on the north side. Havald pushes all the way out, gets a couple. Ooh, artillery drops right on top of his head. Does not get the Gary though. There's two Garys in succession here on the north side. You can see one here and then one back here, a little further back. Tigers playing defensively, very defensively, concerned seemingly about a flank coming off. Oh, there it is right there. Ninja Pulver finally gets his OP up. They actually have a Gary too, deep Gary. I wonder if we're going to see a bunch of spawns come in. No, this garrison's completely overrun. Yeah, it's a good response from Imp. Schnarscher should be able to clear this one out. The OP is just going to get obliterated the next time someone spawns in. Oh, respawn with the smoke. Schnarscher gets the garrison. He's still up. Gold Raven not looking. Needs to rotate. Shuna not looking the right way either. Satchel goes down. Shuna's memeing at this point. Schnarscher is going to stay up and clear out the rest of that squad. A little late on that timing, but that could have been something right there for DC. They had an opportunity. This is a meme satchel that's going to go off right here from Shuna. Don't think it's going to get anybody. Maybe Schnarscher. Definitely won't get the tank though. And Imp stay right in this game now. 76 yeeting into the point right here. Maybe looking for a line charge. If anything's going to work, it's going to need a bombing run going from the north to the south right across this front line, followed up by a mass attack. I don't think that's going to be able to get enough bodies though to really make a difference. 3 minutes to go. 1 minute 40 seconds left to start capping here. DC are going to go for it. Do they have an airhead to follow it up with? That's a real question right here. 368 on the munitions, 123 manpower, 480 on the fuel. Artillery hammering this attack here from DC. One-dimensional attack not working out so far. 76 picks a little peek onto this Tiger here to be able to take it out. Down it goes. Second, 76 taking another shot also. A little late here to push though. 1 minute to go in this one until DC. I mean, they need to have consistent cap progress. Airhead, really wishful Airhead here. They're not anywhere near this one. Is there a bombing run dropping? No, not enough munitions. Why? We have artillery dropping. At least one. Hey, HE. I think that was a smoke that actually took some bodies right here. Trip. Gray, CC on the other side of the wall. HE drops. Could this be it? Ralph needs just to drop a satchel, but he goes down. HE at the last second, 30 seconds to go. Where's the spawn from DC? CC pushing in right here. Can he clear the Airhead? He's going for it. Where's the spawn? HE dropping all over the point. 24 seconds. They need to spawn right now. Zoom is going to make it onto the Airhead, and he is going to clear it. But where is that spawn? Is he going to come in? No. Zoom gets the Airhead, secures the win for Imp, and DC are going to fall a little short here. This game, you could say it was decided at the opener. I don't think that would be fair. Each team having a chance on the attack, making beautiful moves forward, beautiful defense from both sides. DC holding on by a thread on their fourth. If you just joining us now, go back and watch the VOD on YouTube. This game is probably one of the best games of Hell Let Loose we've seen in a while, and it's only a friendly between them. Just wait until we see them in tournaments and in leagues to follow. It is going to be a great matchup for a long time to come for sure. Thank you so much for watching this match, guys, as a Tiger pushes out and takes out. Does he take out both of those 76s? Oh, baby, he does. If not with the AT shooting from the north. That northern position from Imp really doing a good job of holding strong throughout the whole game after Imp do take control over on the midpoint. Wow, what a game. GG, well played, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Of course, if you're new to this is competitive Hell Let Loose. My name is BerserkerCast. I stream about every weekend on this channel, competitive games. We didn't have any league matches this time, so we're doing a friendly, but if you do like the content, feel free to follow the channel. Like I said before, the VOD is accessible on YouTube right now, so head over to the YouTube, checking the panels below for that link. And you can rewatch all the action as it happened. Thank you to both teams for a great game. You guys honestly put on a show. It's a great example of what, you know, high-level competitive Hell Let Loose can be. The ebb and flow of this game was just insane. The defense was just off the hook. DC are going to want that opener back, though. And Imp should be pretty happy with their performance here. 3-2 is the game full-time. Imp taking this one. Wow. 13 seconds to go. That last ditch Airhead just absolutely insane there. Zoom, the man on the spot though with the take on it. Nothing really going on in the cemetery. Imp content with holding for the dub. Of course, we're on the losing side. Looking at some scores right here. You can see team scores coming up. High scores coming out from Everest in the tank. Also, Phionics in the tank. Vanity with 1.7k, 7 for Halron, 1.7k, 2.2k from Hellbro and his squad. Looking at the opposite team, 1.5 for Cyrix, 1.2 for Zoom, 1.1 for Shifty. I called him Shift W, I think, because it looks like kind of a W. Kind of the meme going on from all the rage. Level 104 levels of casting. Let's go. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. That was a marathon of a game. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We'll be back this week for some more streams, so stay tuned. You can join the Discord to stay up to date with when we go live. And if you're feeling super kind, you know, it is free if you have a Prime sub. Hey, man, I won't say no. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching the game, and we'll see you a little bit soon on the channel. Hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. See you later. Bye.